Mu-hei said please don't listen to his words, eldest brother, he's a crafty bastard. Mu-guang said, arrogant swordsman of the north, you dare lie to me and taint the honor of the Gongdong Monastery. Not only that, but you dare disgrace the names of our ascetics and destroy the sacred blades of the Gongdong Monastery? For putting my brothers in this state, I shall punish you accordingly. Mu-1 said, if you were already planning to do so, what's with the talk? Let's hurry and begin. Mu-1 instantly took down most of them. Mu-guang thought just the simple draw of his blade was able to create wind pressure that's strong enough to blow away all of the first-generation disciples. A monastery said, I got you now, bastard. But then Mu-1 launched shattering fingers, broke his sword and cast a powerful blow. Mu-guang wonders he's only using the sheath of his blade? He's only knocking them out, he's not even looking to kill them. He's a martial master. Mu-huan said, that bastard is trying to destroy the Gongdong Monastery, kill him. Attack him with everything that you've got. Mu-guang tried to stop them, but it's too late. Mu-guang said, he's just toying with us. Do you think I would not recognize a fellow martial master? However, that's as far as you will get. I won't drag this out any longer, I will finish this with one blow. Mu-guang cast 5 element spread of destruction. Then he noticed, Mu-1 dodged it. Meanwhile, Seo Yin said, how is that possible? His opponent are not just anyone, they are the first generation disciples of the Gongdong Monastery, who are one of the great sects of the Just faction. Even when all of them are attacking him, they can't even brush the seams of his clothes. He's just blowing them away like a gust of wind would do with fallen leaves. Jin Sung said, in the world of Murim, there are individuals who hide their true strengths. They are known as the respected beings. Truly powerful martial artists center their beliefs around the pains of the world and seek to resemble the common people. That's why Madame No has always paid closer attention to the people who never stood out. Seo Yin said, what is that man's true identity? Jin Sung said he was Huang Chul's nephew. Where did bodyguard Huang come from again? Mu-huan said, it seems he is set on destroying the Gongdong Monastery on his own. Vice Captain Chai Yak Ran said, for a long time those bastards became drunk on the fame of their family and not for their own merits. That is why they will never be a match for that man. It's vexing. But we are still no match for them. Only our leader will be able to handle them. Mu-huan thought even that prideful senior sister is showing respect for that man. The leader, we need to hurry and regroup with him. Back to battle. Mu-guang thought, you bastard, you dare toy with me? He's merely blocking my attacks, he's not even taking this match seriously. Mu-guang madly said, you bastard, fight me with everything that you've got. Mu-1 said, everything that I've got? Forgive me, it seems I have been disrespectful, it's been a while since I've had a real match with someone. Then allow me to show you my full strength. Mu-1 launched Shadowed Blade of the End, Spirit of the Fallen Star. Next moment, Mu-1's blade already hang on Mu-guang's neck. Taepyeong came over and said, please don't kill him, Sir Swordsman. Then Mu-guang only noticed Taepyeong. Soon, Mu-guang said, I see, so that's what happened. Mu-guang said, so during the time I went into isolated training, your meridians were forcefully destroyed and were casted out of the Gongdong Monastery. As if you guys were not satisfied with that, you were shameful enough to resort to these underhanded methods. Taepyeong, back then, they told me you ended up killing so many of our brothers because you suffered from chi deviation and became consumed by demonic chi. That was why you were forcefully removed from the monastery. Now it all makes sense. I did think it was quite weird at the time. I had a time believing that the man who earned the title highest peak of Gongdong and the person whom I called my brother would resort to such things. A part of me knew that made no sense. But forgive me, I simply accepted that fact and moved on. I became complacent and believed you chose that path in order to become stronger. How ignorant I am, for letting all of this to happen. But Taepyeong, why did not you say anything about this matter? You could have gone and talked to Master Tae, or explained your circumstances to the sect elders. You could have sought me out as well, even if I was in my isolated training. With the power you had, you could have done at least one of those things. Taepyeong said, I was simply tired of it all. My position within the monastery made me exhausted. As I became more and more respected, I started to realize just how many people harbored resentment and envy towards me. My life at the monastery became miserable as I became utterly alone. However, during this time I met my wife, who never ceased to support me and always stayed by my side. That's when I realized that there was no point in me staying at the monastery any longer. I decided I would give up everything if it meant that I could enjoy a peaceful life with my wife and daughter. But in the end they still refused to leave me alone. I don't know what else I need to do. Sol Gung said, eldest brother, I did nothing wrong. I never intended to harm that man or his family. All of this was planned by senior brother Mu-hei and I was forced to obey him. There was nothing I could do to refuse him. Eldest brother, please trust me. Mu Hei said, now that everything is out, then let me have a say in this matter. Eldest brother Mu Guang, you are an ignorant bastard who's drunk on martial arts. You want to become a strong martial artist? That's fine, however, that's all you fucking care about. You have no other interest in what's going on around you. You know nothing about the inner workings of our sect. It's pathetic how you don't know anything at all. But since I will never be able to catch up to you in terms of martial arts, it's inevitable that you will become the next sect leader. Taepyeong, when I heard he was a candidate to become the next sect leader, I could not fucking stand. That's why I did everything I can to get rid of him so that you at least could become the next sect leader. You have no idea how much I've done for you, and this is how you treat me? I spent decades sacrificing everything I had just for your sake. For everything that I've done, becoming a first-generation disciple is a given. Becoming a sect elder is also something I should be entitled to. I did nothing wrong. This is what you are supposed to do in order to achieve success. So stop acting like you are a righteous human being, eldest brother. Mu Guang stunned for a second and start laughing. Mu Guang said, how rotten the Gongdong Monastery has become. You are absolutely right. It seems I know nothing aside from martial arts. I was merely a puppet to this entire charade. You have no idea how much I want to chop your head off this instant. But that would be a blessing for someone like you. You will suffer the same fate as Taepyeong and have your meridians forcefully destroyed. Not only that, but I will make sure your life becomes twice as miserable as his. Starting today, I shall eradicate all of the rotten bastards within the Gongdong Monastery. Anyone who dare oppose me shall be ripped apart, and I will devour you until there is nothing left behind. So I am warning you now, you little shits. Be prepared to face your consequences. Mu Guang told Taepyeong, after all that's happened to you, a simple apology will not be enough. From now on, the Gongdong Monastery will do whatever we can to assist you and your family. Mu Guang said, it's all my fault. I was ignorant and foolish. As the representative of the Gongdong Monastery, I humbly apologize for all that you had to suffer. Taepyeong replied, there's no need for you to be like this. Your words have been enough. Mu Guang said, no, I promise I will do everything in my power to make this right. Forgive me for not doing this any sooner. Mu Guang thought, in order to become a splendid martial master, I put my entire life towards that task, but that young man, who does not seem to be any older than mid-20s, I was no match for him. Is he a natural prodigy? The heavens are quite unfair. Indeed. After witnessing the 7 lower skies, I can't believe there are still people like him. He might even have the potential to rise to the top of this world. Mu Guang told Mu One, I've heard everything regarding this situation. I believe you are headed to Unnam, correct? Because of us, it seems you've wasted a day at this place. But it was thanks to you that I was enlightened on the corrupt nature of our Gongdong Monastery. For all that you've done for us, allow me to introduce you to someone who may be of assistance to you. Once you arrive at the province of Unnam, go and look for the three-minded scholar Jin Wool. He's a long-time friend of mine. He stands out quite a bit, so it should not be too difficult tracking him down. If you mention my name to him, then he will most definitely help you out. Mu One replied, thank you, but why are you doing this? Mu Guang said, well, not only did I become indebted to you, but I have a gut feeling that you need to meet this man. Mu One said, Mu One apologize for the severe lack of respect I've shown you thus far. After Mu One left, Mu Guang wonders, Mu One, a swordsman from the north? Wait, that's impossible, that can't be him, right? Soon, Mu One thought, since I've shown the extent of my capabilities, they are starting to become wary of me. Was I too impatient? Things are going to become troublesome. Afterward, Mu One told Moon Young, you are going to pierce me with those eyes. Moon Young said, I respect you so much. You are so cool. How are you so good at martial arts? I never knew you were that amazing. What do I need to do to become as strong as you, senior brother? Mu One said, this is tiring. I should not have interfered. Moon Young, the 3 foundational cultivation technique that Mr. Huang taught you, it's not your average cultivation technique. Although it may seem worse than the average cultivation techniques, since it starts off slow, but once you attain a certain realm stage, the speed of your progress will significantly increase. Just don't be impatient and make sure to thoroughly master it. And I have some advice for you as well. You should probably use a heavier sword. Don't use the lighter swords that are used by the White Dragon merchant troop. Use a long sword that is 4 times the weight of the sword you have right now. Looking at your physique, I can tell your body has the potential to become bigger and stronger with enough training. Therefore, a heavier longsword is better for you. Soon. Location, province of Sachan. Mu Huan said, we will stop here for today. We will be resting at one of the taverns nearby. You will take turns guarding the carriages. When you are off duty, make sure to rest up properly. Soon, Mu-1 brought Moon-young over market to choose a sword, but whenever Moon-young asked Mu-1 about the sword, Mu-1 shaked his head. Moon-young said, "Senior brother, I am thankful that you are taking your time to come look at swords with me, but you've been refusing every single one of them. Wait, why are you heading towards that alley? Is there something good over there?" Then an equipment shop owner asked, "Are you looking for a sword? You make that sword yourself? But why a bewitched blade of all things?" Mu-1 asked, "How did you know that I made it?" The owner said, "I can tell just by looking at your hands. Those are the hands that have done some smithing." Mu-1 said it was not intentional. "This blade became sinister by itself. It's probably because of the material I used. This material I used for this blade was a rock that a certain tribe used to worship as a sacred object, but that tribe became massacred. I believe that's when sinister will and desire of those people." The owner said, "But you know, there's something called the weapons of the gods. They are made from the will and desire of the master blacksmith. Depending on who that person is, it can become a divine weapon or a demonic weapon as well. That's why master blacksmiths who forge anything must always be cautious when making their weapons. If anyone else had that blade, they would have been in a load of trouble. Make sure to have that blade in your hand at all times. Be careful as well. One mistake, and you can lose your mind and be consumed by that blade." Mu-1 said, "I am already aware of that." Then the owner said, "Come, and you already have the skills to be a master blacksmith, so there's no way you here for a sword yourself. You looking for a sword for that kiddo over there?" Mu-1 said, "That's correct. I am looking for a long sword for this boy. At the very least, the weight has to be about 4,400 gram and the length should be about 90 centimeters. The cultivation technique that this boy is learning will make good use of a long sword that will allow him to learn the sword of domination." The store owner said, "I forgot I had this bastard. This is a sword I made when I was young with a lot energy. I poured my heart and soul into making it. But since it's real heavy, nobody wanted him. I am not strong as before. Young man, come over here and get it for me." Mu-1 said, "Judging by the faint glow of red it's giving off, you must have used a hematite ore. This is an incredible sword. The weight is perfectly balanced. I like it. It's very well forged." The owner said, "Kiddo, come hold him for yourself." Moon-young thought, "All right, since I am born with a physique that can wield a longsword, let's give this a try." Next second, Moon-young thought, "What the hell? Why is it so heavy?" Senior brother was able to easily hold it with one hand. Store owner said, "Kids these days are a whole bunch weaklings. You know, when I was at his age, that was like nothing." Moon-young said, "It's not what you think. I only dropped it because senior brother let go when I was not ready for it. I am not dropping it now." Mu-1 said, "Well, just think of it as a part of your training. How much is it?" Moon-young replied, "No, senior brother, I will pay." The owner said, "It's fine for coming to this raggedy rundown forge. It's my show-off. Thanks for entertaining this old one for a bit. If you really want to repay me then, but this old man a drink next time you come. I can tell you faced a lot hardships of life already. Bewitched blade, with you I can spend all night drinking and talking about a lot things, especially swords. I believe we can talk a long time about it." Mu-1 said, "Thank you very much. I will make sure to come again soon." Moon-young said, "I am seriously thankful for what you've done for me today. It's thanks to you that I acquired Red Tooth." That senior blacksmith said that was the name for this sword. Afterward, they noticed many people gathering there. Moon-young saw a 3 young warrior bullying old man and lady. Then a man stepped in and said, "God damn it, anywhere you go, there's always bastards like them. I can't believe everyone is gathered here to watch this happen. Blue Hills sect, Mount Peak sect, ruling family of Sachun, where the hell are these bastards? Can they not see an elder couple being assaulted by these bastards? With 3 great families dwell in the province of Sachun. Why are not they doing anything about this?" The man simply took down 3 of them. Mu-1 said, "Looks like he's handling the situation. Let's head back." Soon, when they back to inn, Mu-1 said, "Welcome back, leader." Moon-young said, "What is he talking about?" Then the man earlier appeared and said, "Glad to see you guys again. Hope you all had a safe trip." This man is leader of the Iron Brigade, young Mu-sung. Soon, Mu-1 told Mu-sung about the story happened recently few days. Mu-sung said, "Really? That happened to you guys? That's impressive, good work, vice leader." Mu-sung greeted to Mu-1 and said, "I heard that your personality was piss awful. According to my vice leader, he had an extremely hard time dealing with you." Mu-sung said, "It's good that you are here. We were just about to have our meeting. Come sit with us." Seo-yin said, "But leader Yong." Mu-sung interrupted and said, "The person in charge of this journey for the White Dragon merchant troop is Lady Seo-yin. I heard that his uncle went missing as well. If that's the case, he is as much right as any of us here to participating in this meeting. Jin Sung said, but these are important executive matters. Mu Sung said, did not you guys say this man is strong as hell? What's with the fuss? Should not he be a nice addition for us? Anyhow, let's just forget about the small details. We are in a situation where anyone with power will be of significance for us. No need to be picky, just be glad we at least have something. Besides, strong bastards are always the best. Soon, Mu Sung said, now first things first, you already know the people who accompanied you from the city of Nanju, in the province of Gansu, so allow me to introduce you to the others you have not met yet. Starting with that guy over there, his name is Shredder. That guy is Seo Jin, and that guy is Sung Yul. Mu One said, greetings, I go by Jin. Mu Sung said, now that we've finished introducing each other, let's continue with the meeting. Mu Sung thought, it's just as my vice leader said, I can't sense any chi from him. It's as if he does not even have one in the first place. So you are planning to hide your skills till the end. He's definitely not your usual bastard. Jin Sung said, allow me to repeat what we've been discussing with the vice leaders. First, the situation in Unname is quite complex. As you all know, aside from the Deep Blue Sword sect, there are not many reputable sects within the province of Unname. That was why the Broken Fists were able to easily take over and settle down in Unnam. They were able to establish a large sect and were able to become one of the biggest influences over Unnam. Because of this, they are at constant war with the Deep Blue Sword sect. Under normal circumstances, the Central Heavenly Alliance should be mediating these disputes, but for whatever reason, they are choosing to remain as bystanders. That is why the situation in the province of Unnam is getting worse with each passing day. Jin Sung said, due to these reasons, not only are the White Dragon merchant troupe being affected, but numerous other merchants as well. That is why we sent a large sum of money to the Broken Fists, in order to ask for their cooperation in the past, but that's besides the point. All of this is causing a lot of merchants to be hesitant to enter into the province of Unnam, and their economy has been completely ruined. Mu Sang said, it seems someone is trying to stop the circulation of money within the province of Unnam. Mu Huan said, I highly suspect it's both the Deep Blue Sword sect and the Broken Fists. Mu Sang said, what if a third party is involved? Yak Ran said, we can't exclude that possibility, however that's something we can't prove either. Mu Sang said, how troublesome, you guys sure got us some nasty work this time. Mu One said, in the end this entire situation as well as my uncle's disappearance, I am sure all of that can be answered once we arrive at the province of Unnam. Mu Huan said, I am sure sooner or later we will have to directly confront these issues ourselves, but I've already sent a spy to gather some information for us beforehand. By the time we arrive at the province of Unnam, I am sure he will have quite a bit of information in store for us. Mu Sang said, I was wondering where Tracker was, so you guys already dispatched him? Yak Ran said, Mu Huan was the one who sent him, and that's because that slacker would never be useful to us in combat. Mu Sang said, good work. Well, alright then I will leave my vice leaders to finish up this meeting. Just make sure to report the final decisions to me. Now that I have a basic understanding of the situation, I will try to figure something out on my end as well. This is the cue for me to leave. Then he asked Mu One, are you planning to stay here? Why don't we go for a walk? Soon, Mu Sang told Mu One vice leader Mu Huan he's real thinker. That's why he's in charge of all the inner workings of the Iron Brigade, and that's because I trust him. He understands that depending on his actions, the future of the Iron Brigade resides in his hands. He has a deep sense of responsibility because of the heavy burden he has to shoulder. That's why he lives his life calculating all of his actions, which makes it hard for him to learn when to draw the line between certain matters. But it's understandable, since anyone can become like that when they are faced with more and more responsibilities. So I hope you can be a bit more understanding of where that man is coming from, and not just think he's a hard-headed bastard. Mu One said, why are you leading me towards a dead end? Mu Sang said, don't worry about it. It's not like I'm planning to kill you. Mu One asked, do you really think you are even capable of doing so? Mu Sang said, that is something I can find out after we trade some blows. When they released the chi, Mu Sang stopped and said, it's unfortunate, but we will have to save this for some other time. There's something even more important we have to do right now. We need to first gather some information regarding the situation in the province of Unnam. The old man said, we are closed for today. Mu Sang said, I am the Iron Brigade's leader, Mu Sang. The Black Moonlight. Then the old man said, please come in. Please wait here for a moment. Mu Sang told Mu One, this is one of the branches of the Black Moon. The person we are about to meet might even be the branch leader of the entire organization. This place provides valuable information to martial artists who are at least the same rank as them. That's why it's extremely hard for normal people to even get in contact with them. Mu1 asked, but why did you bring me here? Mu Sang said, I just wanted to let you know about this place. You should always keep in mind that places like this exist in the world of Murim, and that's because the world of Murim is much bigger and more mysterious than you would like to think. Mu1 thought there's more to this world than meets the eye. Is he telling me to be careful with how I behave? Mu1 said, Leader Yang's advice, I will make sure to keep that in mind. Mu Sang said, I pray you do. Then a girl said, I apologize for the wait. It is pleasure to meet you, Leader Yang of the Iron Brigade. Black Moon. Their origin was a mystery and nothing was known about who their master was. The purpose of their creation, as well as how many members they had, were also unknown. They were an organization that was shrouded in darkness. However, one thing for certain was that they had the ability to procure any type of information, and were able to do so before anyone else. The girl said, I am the Sechun branch leader of the Black Moon, Wol Ryung. Wol Ryung asked, who might this be? Mu Sang said, he's an acquaintance of mine, and said he is Jin. Wol Ryung said, if you are associated with Leader Yang, then you must be an incredible individual. It is an honor to meet you, Master Jin. Please have a seat. What information do you seek today? Mu Sang asked, I want to know more about the situation in the province of Annam. It does not have to be big, so just tell me anything you know. Wol Ryung said, that's one of the places we've been paying close attention to, as of late, but unfortunately we have not been able to gather as much information as we'd like. However, what's certain is that the dispute between the Broken Fists and the Deep Blue Sword sect is currently being orchestrated by a third party. Mu Sang said, just as I thought. Then the merchants who went missing in the province of Annam, it's quite possible they are being detained or have been killed by this third party. Wol Ryung said, if they were killed, then their bodies would have been discovered by now. It's impossible for them to dispose of a large merchant group without leaving any trace behind. Mu Sang said, were you able to find out who this third party is? Wol Ryung said, as stated earlier, we have not been able to gather much information regarding the situation in the province of Annam. If you came at a later time, it's possible that we might have found some sort of clue, but it seems you've come a little too early, Leader Yang. Mu Sang said, I've heard that the Central Heavenly Alliance has been doing nothing to mediate this issue. Is that correct? Wol Ryung said, actually, we were informed that the Central Heavenly Alliance has indeed dispatched a group of inspectors quite recently. Mu Sang said, that makes sense. There's no way those bastards would sit still and watch on. It seems we are in for a world of trouble this time. We are probably going to lose more than what we can gain. Whatever, let's head back. Wol Ryung said, for the amount you have paid, it seems we've been paid a bit too much for the amount of information we've provided. In order for it to be a fair exchange, allow me to tell you one more piece of information. A man by the name of Nong Won Pyong is seeking to harm you and your group. He's been going around looking to hire skilled assassins. After they left, Wol Ryung said, Elder Black, once that man steps foot into the province of Annam, have the Hidden Moons follow him. The elder said, yes, I shall make sure they are to follow Leader Yang. Wol Ryung said, no, not him, I am talking about that man who goes by the name of Jin. Dispatch the Hidden Moons of the Heavens rank. The elder said, the man who was next to Leader Yang? For someone like him, you want to dispatch the Hidden Moons? The elder thought not only that, but the most talented and smallest division of the Hidden Moons, the Heavens rank division, does he hold that much worth? The elder said, I humbly accept your order and I shall inform the Hidden Moons to send the Heavens rank division to follow the man named Jin. Wol Ryung said, that man, he definitely has something important. Soon, Mu Sang said, so a third party is involved. Mu 1 said, at our meeting from earlier, did not you already assume a third party might be involved? Mu Sang said, a simple speculation is different from a confirmation. You might think that piece of information does not hold much of a value, but that small confirmation of the existence of a third party will change the potential of a threat into becoming a real danger for the party. In any case, I have another troublesome matter to deal with. That old geezer, Won Pyong. He's someone who holds a high status in the province of Sechun, and he was the one who commissioned me just before I met your group. I was tasked with protecting his journey from the province of Chunghai's salt marsh basin all the way back to the province of Sechun, and all I know is that he found some sort of treasure at the salt marsh basin. I honestly did not care nor had any interest in it, but he asked me to keep it a secret and even made me take a vow of silence, but it seems he still does not completely trust us. Well, that's to be expected since he's an old greedy bastard. Mu Sang said, but how dare he issue a death warrant for us? No need to worry. I will make sure nothing happens to us on our journey to the province of Annam. You should head back to the tavern now. I still have some work I need to do. Soon, Mu 1 thought the Iron Brigade? Where are they going at this hour? Next day, Moon Young wonders the Iron Brigade, what were they doing last night? That they are all asleep right now? A man from White Dragon Merchant said, did you hear the news? When I went to the market this morning, I heard that last night, Lord Nung, who is a prominent figure in the province of Sichuan, had some rowdy bastards raid his residence and ended up killing not only him, but all of his guards and workers as well. Apparently it was a massacre. That's why the Imperial Army was dispatched this morning, in order to catch the people behind this incident. Mu One asked Mu Sang, did you really need to massacre them? Even the innocent people who worked for Nung Wan Pyong. Mu Sang said, when a grass is uprooted, if you don't properly rip out all of its roots, come spring and the sprouts will emerge once more. You must learn to numb your senses to the pains of others, when even the smallest threat can become detrimental to your people. Mu One asked, are those the beliefs of the Iron Brigade? Is that the type of reputation you've been garnering? Mu Sang said, there's no need for you to be this way. You see, at one point in my life, I had a phase where my passion for justice burned as brightly as yours, so it's not like I don't understand where you are coming from. Besides, it was Wan Pyong who did not trust us, and was planning to kill us first. Even though I may have initiated the draw of blood, none of that matters. I am in a position where I need to prioritize the lives of my subordinates. If I did not strike first, then we would have been the ones who got hit. It's unfortunate, but that's the shitty reality of the world of Murim. I get a feeling you are quite familiar with this truth. Mu One said, no, you are just a coward. Afterward, when they arrived, Mu Sang reminds, don't let your guard down. Then Mu One noticed someone is running towards them. Tang family of the mountain slope, one of the most famous towns in the whole country. This place is where the Tang clan resides and practice their poison arts and assassination. Equivocally, the Tang family of the mountain slope is also known as the Tang family of Sichuan and the esteemed Tang families as well. Back to early, this old man is Tang family head emperor of 10,000 poisons Tang Jianwu. He asked, have you finished your preparations? This man is Tang Jianwu's nephew, possessor of 10,000 poisons, Tang Gi Moon. Gi Moon said, no need to worry about us. There was not much for us to prepare in the first place. Those shitty bastards of the Central Heavenly Alliance, how dare they call us back and forth as if we are their dogs. Then again, when it comes to issues regarding poison, there's no one better than us to ask. Jianwu said, this time, the request for our help from the Central Heavenly Alliance does not sit too well with me. If you feel like the situation is heading towards a dangerous path, do whatever it takes to pull out from there. You must prioritize the lives of our people. Make sure to take good care of your uncle, who has no knowledge regarding martial arts. Do you understand me, Rieo? Mi Rieo is Jianwu's granddaughter. Mi Rieo said, yes, I understand. Please don't worry so much, family head. Jianwu said, then I shall pray for safe travel. Mi Rieo thought, there goes my uncle studying different types of poison as usual. What a persistent man. In any case, the situation regarding the province of Unname, it seems everyone's on edge. I will need to stay on guard. Suddenly, they being ambushed. Mi Rieo covered Gi Moon and killed one of the assassin. After they equip mask, then they start using poison attacks. Mi Rieo felt weird and wonders, they are still chasing us even after a direct hit of that poison. They are being used as the weapons of murder, and they don't seem to care about their lives. Gi Moon thought, even though I don't know any martial arts, if you come within the range of my poison, it will prove to be more fatal than any type of martial arts. Take that, there's more where that came from. Mi Rieo reminds, behind you, uncle. Gi Moon unable dodge and being attacked, Mi Rieo immediately carry Gi Moon to run away while other Tang's member try to buy some time. Back to present, they are running towards them. Mu Huan said, stop right there, state your identity. Mi Rieo said, we are from the Tang family. I am Mi Rieo and this is my uncle. We were ambushed and he's been critically injured. Please help us. We will make sure to return this favor. Mu Sang thought, the Tang family? Are they also involved in this situation? But not only that the ambushers were able to put the great Tang family into that state, then that means they are not your usual bastards. If they chased all the way over here, then that means those ambushers are nearby. This is going to be troublesome. Mu Sang told Vice Captain, take some of the guys with you and check out that area over there. Mu Huan thought, the Tang family, not only do they return their favor, but they do so by 100-fold. There's no one else better than the Tang family when it comes to returning favors. What should I do? Should we help out the Tang family and become their allies, and risk being put into a dangerous predicament, or should we just focus on our original task of finding the third young master of the White Dragon Merchant Troop and just ignore the Tang family? Wait, how do we know for certain that these people are indeed from the Tang family? Wait, if they are from the third party involved in the province of Annam and they were sent here to lead us into a trap? Mu One saved them and said, come with me. Mu Huan said, what the hell are you doing? It's just like last time, stop acting on your own accord. I am the one in charge of making decision for this journey. Mu One said, we are already surrounded, so if you want to live, get your ass ready for battle. Mu Sang said, he's right, we are already surrounded. Quite a few of them at that.